Let's take a look at the highlights, shall we? The Niners and the Panthers. There he is, Colin Kaepernick. All he has done in the postseason is win almost every time. He's 3-1. Cam Newton playing in his first career playoff game. Cam Newton here looking for Brandon LaFell, but it's picked off by Patrick Willis. Nice play by Willis to go and get that.
A lot of Cam's throws, the trouble he has is throwing to the right. His feet weren't set. He didn't get much on that. You see right there, there's a bad throw. Receiver tips the ball up.
That was similar to a bad throw he had in the previous matchup when he threw an interception on the sidelines when he did not have his feet set and made an inaccurate throw.
So the 49ers turn that into a field goal on the Panthers' next drive. Mike Tolbert gets no gain.
Tough to cross that goal line. I mean, it was some tough fourth down defense, some goal line defense. What you expect out of two extremely well-coached defenses.
And what would you expect out of the gambler? Riverboat Ron decides to go for it.
For that play, after the third down, Cam came to the sideline and said, I can get in there.
Right.
I can get it. You have to trust your 6'5", 250.
You do, but you don't trust that your center's going to get stood up and your left guard's going to get stood up. And that's basically what happened is that, we've talked about your numbers show quickly if you're an offensive lineman, you're not going to get there. And that was the mistake because they have converted a lot of these.
I always believe in getting a field goal, especially a game you know it's going to be a low-scoring game.
Well, they did get the ball right back, and they scored quickly to Steve Smith for the touchdown. The Panthers now on top, 7-6. Newton's first career postseason touchdown pass.
In a perfect pass to be his first one. Look at the placement.
Couldn't have been any better.
No, because Steve Smith did not get that much separation, partly due to the bad knee, but that's a perfect pass. Now, one of those indefensible passes.
Now, here's what's interesting. He's pointing to the knee saying, okay, everything's fine. No, but I'm saying, but later on in the game, where did Steve go?
Yeah, it wore down.
Yeah, where did he go?
Well, here comes Cam again, this time to his leading receiver this year, Greg Olsen, for 35 yards, and the Panthers marching down into 49ers territory. 4 plays later, Mike Tolbert can't get into the end zone.
Hey, no easy sledding.
4th and goal, Riverboat Ron not going for it this time.
But you asked for what happened. That needed to be a touchdown.
So they end up settling for a field goal. Here's Kaepernick to Michael Crabtree when they get the ball back for 20 yards. What a great catch by Crabtree.
Yes. Said he had the best hands ever. I don't know about
that
but he's up there. He's up there, though.
That little Jerry fella. Pass interference you see right here. Drayton Florence doesn't actually react to the ball. Anquan Bolden.
Let them hear about it, huh?
Yeah, but the thing about it also plays through him. That's exactly what you do.
So 2 plays later, Kaepernick rolling out, waiting, and trying to hit Vernon Davis, which he does. He's ruled out of bounds initially, but take another look at this thing. Both Vernon and Colin come over and say, look, there's Jim running out on the field, gets a he can't come out, Jim. I don't care if you're right or not.
He knows what he's doing. He knows that penalty is going to be enforced on the kickoff, and it's a touchdown.
Yeah, upon further review, they would look at this thing and see that clearly Vernon Davis had both feet in bounds. So Harbaugh was right. Kaepernick was right. That was a great drag there.
Yeah, it was. Great presence by Vernon Davis to know where he is on the football field, but also a nice throw by Kaepernick. A lot of times quarterbacks will sail that ball or throw it too far out of bounds, and the receiver can't get his feet in bounds.
So that's a 49er lead. It makes it 13-10 in the third quarter. Kaepernick going deep to Anquan Bolden.
Yeah.
This guy is so good in the postseason.
That's the play I was speaking about in which Mutherland thought maybe he had help, but I think he got his eyes caught on another route that he tried to jump.
Well, but when he came to the sidelines, he felt as though something was going on. But you see right here, Colin Kaepernick off the left side.
Oh, that's not right.
Florence again. I mean, steals Cam's little thing.
That's not right.
And zips the jacket.
You know they were roommates at the combine. Yes. Now you think Cam upstaged him a little bit at the combine, and Cap said, "Hey, I'm gonna come get you." You know he was going to be the first pick in the draft.
How about that?
You don't think he had a little bit of a puffy chest at
that
the
was
combine?
Navarro Bowman having something for Cam right there as he sacks him. Then Newton pressured and sacked by Ahmad Brooks, and the Panthers are forced to punt on the drive.
And here again, that's 2 sacks in a row, consecutive plays that really end another good drive.
In the fourth quarter, Frank Gore, there he is.
Jamie, you were talking about this. This guy, so many times when these little third and shorts, he finds a little crease and pops it for about 40 yards.
And he just kills you because he extends the drive, he puts you in position, and Kaepernick here, now, could have got down, just to chew off another 30 or 40 seconds. You know, that's where, you're really paying attention to things. You just kind of get down, hit that knee, and run out of bounds or something.
They still get a field goal out of the possession. So here come the Panthers. Newton, though,
this is
sacked again.
Awful.
Terrible call.
They called helmet-to-helmet contact here. There's nothing Scooter could have done.
Nothing at all.
Absolutely.
There's no way to change his target point. And why it's so bad of a call, because it can change the game. Sure. Now, if they get a touchdown right here,
exactly,
that changes the whole landscape of the game.
Exactly.
Over a bad call.
Instead, it was an interception by Dante Whitner, and that was basically game, set, match. The 49ers taking over at their own 27. And all they needed to do at this point was try to run out the clock. Kendall Hunter goes up the middle for 2 yards on 3rd and 10. There's a penalty on Josh Thomas here.
And you got to know, sometimes you get too chippy. See, these are the mistakes that you can make. There's no reason for this. There's absolutely no reason for that, and then to finish it off. And you got to understand, we got to get the ball back.
Yeah.
There's 4 minutes left in the game. We got to get the ball back.
Yep.
23-10 is the final. Colin Kaepernick, solid. Frank Gore doing what he does. Averages almost 100 yards per game in the postseason. Anquan Bolden, the star of the day for the Niners. If it's not Crabtree, it's Bolden. Hey. If it's not Bolden, it's Vernon Davis in the postseason.
Exactly. Think about what the Baltimore Ravens are thinking now. I mean, but you look at this bracket, this is what we thought. To all the San Francisco 49ers fans who are at home sitting on the couch saying, where are we going next? You are going to Seattle, people.
You asked for it, you get it.
Phillip Rivers all bolo-tied for the occasion. Peyton Manning coming on in. He's been one and done last 3 games. He's lost in the playoffs. He's been one and done 8 times. Wes Welker is back. This is
whoa. Yes. Keep that flag up. Don't let it touch the ground.
It was affecting the color guard. First set of downs for Peyton Manning. 3rd and 9. Picks up the first down to Julius Thomas.
JT made some crucial plays in this game today. I mean, flat out crucial.
5 plays later on the plus side of the field, Peyton Manning look out, pump faking, and Sharice Wright had a chance to pick him off.
Those are the type of plays you must make in big-time games such as this. You got to make those plays because Peyton Manning's not going to give you another opportunity to make it. That would have been a huge play.
And 6 plays later, guess what? Manning finds another Thomas. This one is Demarius from the 88 Club for a touchdown, capping off the longest drive of the season. 14 plays, 86 yards, 7 minutes, 1 second, longest drive for Denver this season.
What a grab. Look at this catch by number 88 right here. Holds onto it, hits his leg, he keeps the ball in the end zone. That's definitely a touchdown by that 88.
We call that strong mitts.
That's strong.
Second quarter we go. It's still 7-0. Next Broncos possession. Right around midfield, 3rd and 2. Julius Thomas hit, and the ball is ripped loose by Jaleel Adai. It's ruled a catch and fumble on the field of play, but this looked awfully like an incomplete pass, like he never had it, Marshall.
Yeah, we're just going to not talk about the refs. The games have been so good, and the refs, they've kind of interfered. So, good game, good call. Let's play ball.
And pursuing Chargers possession, Rivers sacked by Malik Jackson. The offense for San Diego looked like it had one bolo tied around its back in the first half of this game. Negative 11 yards passing going into halftime.
When we asked about the concerns for Peyton Manning, I was concerned for Jack Del Rio and his defense. They showed up.
Wes Welker with a touchdown. That sight for sore Denver eyes.
I love seeing that right there, man. What a good dude that is right there.
9-play drive. John Fox signaling touchdown and go for one. 14-0 right before the end of the half. Dominic Rodgers, Cromartie in coverage. Eddie Royal can't grab it. Again, Eric Decker on the next play. He is the one who is trying to convert all of these punts that San Diego is sending his way into points right here, and he almost does it, getting through all sorts of traffic. Beats the punter and then the turf monster.
ED. Don't trip yourself.
But what you love to see is a punt returner get the ball and attack it straight up the middle.
He's physical like that 2 times.
Right before the half, the first red zone pick, however. So nice. Eric Decker falls down, gets up, and then the ball hits him in the chest.
That was a great play by Butler right there. To hands up. And watch this. Make the catch and check the feet.
That's Defenders,
linebackers don't do that. Right. That was a great heads-up play right there.
So a big moment for Mike McCoy. Goes into the half just down 2 scores as opposed to more than
Denver's getting the ball back.
4th quarter, it's 17-0. The San Diego defense holding Peyton Manning out of the end zone for the second half, and then Keenan Allen gets into the end zone. He had 2 touchdowns in the Week 15 Thursday nighter, and he scores right there.
Somebody woke Keenan Allen up right about then. What is Quentin Jammer doing on Keenan Allen?
Well,
this is Trendon Holiday on the ensuing kickoff, and he
Mama, there goes that
is gone. And part of the reason is because Omar Bolden blocks Richard Marshall in the back, out of bounds. Take it off the board.
And you rarely see kickoff returns down the sideline for the touchdown.
So the Broncos have to start their drive back on their 19.
He could have just let him go. Richard
Yeah,
Marshall
he
was
had
about to
made a
make a
business
business decision.
decision.
Plays later, it looks like San Diego gets the Broncos off the field, except for the fact that flags come in. There was a hold further back, but this is called pass interference. Do
Rich,
you agree with this?
I like this call because those are the bumps that you see sometimes, and it throws off timing. The ball is thrown. If Peyton wouldn't have thrown that ball, it would have just been illegal contact.
I think Philip is saying, I beg to differ. 3 plays later, third and short. Julius Thomas, gain of 17.
Great timing by Julius Thomas. Just held, and waited. That spot came open and hit it.
4 plays later, Omaha leads to Moreno in the end zone. What is Omaha? Do we know what Omaha is? We'll talk about that in a moment.
Let's just say Noshawn had a great game today. He kept it in positive distance, stayed in front of the count with down his distance.
Next, Chargers possession. Rivers on 4th and 5. Got to go for it, down 17. And I guess when in doubt, as the Ravens showed you last year, go up top deep on this defense.
Why are you upset with quitting Jam?
I just want to know why is Jammer on Keenan Allen?
Keenan
won't be on
Allen's
it no
doing
more.
that thing, too. Keenan Allen's a bad boy.
And he does it right there.
Right there again.
He had 2 touchdowns again, and the Chargers win in Week 15 there, and he's now got 2 touchdowns
my
here.
name is
Are you allowed to do that downtown?
Allen. That's what he said.
Okay. The ensuing onside kick, it hits Eric Decker. Boy, Decker was on the spot
onside
today.
kick.
Right? The height on that kick.
It's one of the best ones I've ever seen.
Unbelievable.
Nick Novak hits it all high. Mike McCoy watches his former charge, Eric Decker, not able to corral it. So here comes Philip Rivers down 10 with less than 5 minutes to go. 2nd and 5, throwing it to who else? There's that man, Keenan Allen again.
Hey, Winston, I'm
Cover
like
2,
his number, boy.
cover
He's
2
always
one-on-one
right
with the
there.
safeties. Great matchup by any
3rd and
receiver.
5, going for Antonio Gates, who, believe it or not, he's never connected with in the playoffs for a touchdown pass. Can't do it there, so they have to settle for a Nick Novak field goal. And they punt, they kick the ball deep because they've got 2 timeouts and a 2-minute warning and get Peyton Manning in 3rd and long, and Manning converts.
Right there, Julius Thomas comes up with a big play, just leaked out of the backfield on an out and up and drags that feet. Huge first down.
That's those
21
throws we don't talk
yards.
about. That's so important.
21 yards, 3 plays later, another 3rd and 6, and Manning converts that too to Julius Thomas.
That's what I was talking about. It's not, I don't care that you drop the ball. I don't care that you fumbled early on. Do you make plays when the game is on the line? JT did that tonight.
And Philip Rivers, a renaissance season, winds up with a divisional weekend loss in Denver, where the AFC Championship game will take place next week against Tom Brady and the New England Patriots. It will be Brady Manning 15, the 3rd time, however, these two meet, where the winner goes to the Super Bowl and the loser goes home.